So, can you guess what we're going to talk about today? Welcome back to another Colorful Keto with Dori, and we're getting over the hump with Wende and Dori. And we're going to talk about some of the things we got to shake off. When we become a mirror for people, and they don't like it all that much. Miss Shirley! Lightning on my feet! We have a weird reflection on Facebook today. Let me see if I can adjust that while we're waiting for Wende to join us. There we go. Oh, less reflection. So, there's Wende! It's gonna be alright.
Yeah, I love it.
Right? Is this can't just be us, right? Like, this has got to be something we all deal with from time to time. You know, the naysayers, the people that we become a mirror for when we get healthy and they don't love it so much.
It happens. My goodness, holy smokes. I thought I fixed this. My husband and I went out running errands, and next thing I knew, it was like 10 to 9, and my hair's blown everywhere. And so it's clean. It's just not pretty.
Oh, you know what? It's Wednesday. It's real life. And we're going to talk about it. And we're getting through it together today.
Absolutely. So how are you today, my friend?
Do you know what? I've had a really, really awesome day. We made 4th of July cake with Diana. I'll show you how pretty it is. Oh, my goodness. Check out that beautifulness. Lovely, lovely. So we're getting cake for dessert. We're having barbecued steak. It's going to be a good day in my house, I'll tell you what.
That sounds good to me. I had a burger for dinner, but I really missed a lot of eating today. When I get off here, I'm going to go cook a steak because I'm still hungry.
Nice. And I'll tell you, I just thought, you know, because we're going to talk about when people are a little catty today.
What an awesome... You just had this all lined up.
I was like, I haven't used my cat mug yet. And it's the perfect day for it. So let's start there. And let's talk a little bit about when we change anything in a positive way about ourselves. And some of the people who not only don't want to come with us, but they don't like the mirror that we hold up for them in their life.
No, you know what? KetoCon, I mentioned this before. I think I mentioned this last week when we were talking with you guys. KetoCon really transformed both Dori and I think Nancy too.
Definitely.
To a lesser degree. I think out of all of us, I've had the hugest transformation. One of these days, I'll actually tell you what I went through last week, but today is not that day.
It's not that day.
But when you go through a transformation, when you lose weight, when you change your attitude, you change your energy. Okay, so what happens is your energy is here. Then you start to release stuff and you start to become a lighter being, and so your energy starts to rise and it becomes a lighter, more positive energy. It's less dense, it's less heavy. But what happens is that people who are in your life who cannot resonate at that same new energy level are going to start creating drama, are going to start to say things about you. Do you know? Okay, so anyone that knows me knows I don't talk about people behind their back, and if I do, anything I say about them, I'd say to their face.
Yeah.
And Dori knows this from firsthand experience, because I've said things about Dori behind her back and said, dude, this is what I said to those people. Like, I don't have time for these games, you guys. Yes. Just don't. But someone who will remain nameless your back, that I'm doing other things, that I'm all this person that I'm not. And I've just gone through a huge transformation. So people are going to start falling like flies. This one was a surprise. This one I didn't see coming. That's usually the people who are going to fall away in your life. So please, guys, as you're losing weight, as you're changing your lives, as you're changing your mindset, don't worry about the people that are falling off, because they can't go where you're going.
Yes, and I want to say, when you say cause drama, they do things and say things like, oh, that's so great, you're losing weight. How long are you going to keep it off this time? Or they say things like, wow, you're looking really healthy. That's new. I bet that won't last. You know, it's the small things sometimes. It's not always the big things. And sometimes if somebody comes at you and tells you are lots of things that you are not, chances are they're reflecting right back to you what they see in themselves. If someone says to you, wow, you're being really selfish, you're ignoring me, you don't have any time for me, and you know that you've given them time, it could be the other way around, and they're feeling bad because they haven't given you time, they haven't dedicated time to you. And that happens. It honestly, it happens. It happened to me today.
Absolutely. And that mirror is such a great analogy, because here's the thing. When you look at somebody and you see a quality in them that you don't like, chances are very good it's a quality you possess that you either aren't aware you possess, or you're aware you possess and you don't want to deal with it. But the fact is that somebody else, and the things that really, really irritate you, you really need to look at yourself first and go, hang on, because everything she said to me was everything she did to me.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I was like, oh, okay, whatever. Because people are going to come and go, and as Dori and I continue to grow and expand as people, as we continue to grow and expand in our business, this is going to continue to happen. It's going to happen in your life if it hasn't already.
Yes.
You're going to find, you're going to have people that are muttering at you all about, your way of living and all that sort of stuff. You're going to have people that are undermining you. You're going to have people that are your dream stealers, are your light stealers, and they're going to, make those little snippy, underhanded comments. Let them, because all you're doing is mirroring the fact to them that they are not following a healthy lifestyle. They know that they should be following. Whether they do it the way you do it or not, they know that what they're eating isn't good for them, and you're irritating them. So they're putting it back on you. They're projecting it back to you. Don't accept it. It's not yours. I didn't accept what came at me this morning. I didn't accept it because it's not my stuff. I kind of looked at it and went,
not me.
Okay, I don't know where she got all this from, and that's it. That's it. I'm sorry, I'm sorry that there wasn't a nicer way for her to leave my life, but it happens. It happens. We can't all support each other because we're all in different places. And I have done so much growing in the last 2 weeks. I'm surprised more people haven't fallen off before now.
Well, and I want to...
I see you there.
Yeah, giggling. Well, and it honestly, I will say, when I look back to my old lifestyle, when I was sick, when I was at my biggest, when I was unhealthy, when I was depressed, I haven't really maintained any of those friendships. I let those go, and I built new friendships because those people weren't at a positive space in my life. My new best friend, Blaine Eats Bacon, is here. Hi, Blaine.
Blaine Eats Bacon is here. Hello.
He won our Jimmy book the other day.
Congratulations. That's
right?
awesome.
I know.
Jimmy is awesome. Jimmy is fantastic.
Hearts all day long.
Hearts for Jimmy Moore, absolutely.
Yes, all day long. Do you know what? Actually, because we're on that topic, and I know we weren't going to go there, but it kind of lines into this anyways. And I want to touch on, I actually was having a conversation with somebody about Jimmy Moore the other day. And they came at me with the whole, I think he should walk the walk. I don't think he should be out there, preaching to people, be thin when he's not thin. And I thought to myself, okay, So is that any different than if somebody came into my group and they said, hi, I'm keto, I'm week 2, and I said to them, you know what, maybe you should lose a little weight and learn a little bit about keto before you share your story. So I kind of want to touch on that too, because we know other people who are in that situation. You start as you're losing weight and people judge you because you're not thin enough yet to be sharing your opinion.
Well, and let's face it, Jimmy Moore has lost 200 pounds already, you guys, and he is working with his doctor to try and figure out why the rest of the weight won't come up. He's now doing some biohack 90% fat thing for the next 7 days with Dr. John Lemansky, trying to kickstart what's going on with him, and he's not sure what is happening. So he is walking, talking, living proof that keto works. Whether or not he's thin, doesn't matter. Do you know what? When I started this journey, I was 275 pounds. I'm still 189 pounds, you guys. I need to be at like 150. And I'm not there yet. And I'm walking the walk. And I'm talking the talk. And I'm not thin. So who are you guys to be shaming him? Yeah. You guys all started out big. And you're shaming someone else who started out big and has lost a pile of weight and isn't perfect yet. Not one of us is perfect. Not one of you has any room to be shaming anybody else. No. You don't.
And you know what?
Right.
Even when I started my videos in November, I was horrified by how roly I looked in my videos. And I went to bed every night waiting to wake up to the comments that said, who's this fat girl and why does she think she can tell us about dieting, about being thin, about eating healthy? And I won't lie, I went to bed every single night dreading those comments. And instead I got comments like this. No offense, but was Dori ever fat, or does she just like healthy food? Because, I don't think she could know that much about dieting because she's thin. And I was like, dude, I spent my whole life at 290 pounds. I've been thin. I don't consider it thin, but people look at me and say, wow, you're thin, for maybe 3 years of my entire life. Thin is not something people refer to me as.
Yeah. Plain Eats Bacon says the health benefits are just as important as losing the weight. Great points.
Yes.
And he's healthy. He's walking, talking, healthy proof that this works. Just because he's not like this big around, so are you? I'm not.
I'm not.
And as a matter of fact, for you guys, you know what? You're all really great with me. Like, I was, whining about these rolls that are showing up right now because carnivore is changing my whole body, and it just showed up on the camera. I was like, wow, what is that? You guys were all awesome, and you guys all gave me support, and even though I'm like, hey, look at the size of this roll, because it was quite ginormous yesterday. It's half overnight, but it was rude yesterday. You guys supported me instead of saying to me, well, you're not really walking the talk, Wendy, because you're still fat. And that's what you're saying about Jimmy Moore when you talk like that.
Yeah.
So, stop that. Stop that. We need to love each other more, guys, and stop cutting each other down to make ourselves feel better. Just love yourself, and you'll start to love everybody else, and you won't want to cut them down because you're going to realize that love is a much better feeling than feeling like shit and talking about people like shit.
Amen, sister. Amen. Curses and all.
I'm so sick of it. I'm so sick of it.
Yes. You know what? I'm the most tired.
Out big. And who died and left us perfect? Nobody.
Yeah.
We are perfectly imperfect, and that is awesome.
Yeah, I don't think my stuff's ever going to be perfect. Like, I'm working on it. I've lost 145 pounds, but my stuff isn't perfect. I don't have a bikini body. You know what? I took that out this year anyways, because I decided this is the year I'm done. This is the year I'm done hiding from the camera. This is the year I'm done hating myself. This is the year I'm done shaming myself in public and going, I really shouldn't stick that out and offend strangers in public. You know what? Piss on them if they're offended. Ain't nobody paying you to look. Ain't nobody paying you to look. I'm done.
So we have a couple comments. So we have Jolutric coming off men is a huge plus. Sherry, I'm not going to try and pronounce your last name, darling, not right now. She says, I still keep ditching clothes, little things.
Oh.
Absolutely. Do you know what?
Yes.
I've lost 2 pounds since October. And actually, I've only lost that 2 pounds in the last month or so. And it's been really slow coming off, okay? Like, it took me forever to get out of the 190s and into the 180s. And I'm just in the 180s, but I'm there. You know, I have been stalled on the scale since October. Count that out, guys. That's 8 months. We're not talking 1 month or 2 months. We're talking 8 of them.
Weeks.
But you know what's happened to me in that 8 months? I've gone from a size 16 pant to a size 10 and still shrinking. I've gone from an extra large shirt to a medium shirt and still shrinking. I've lost a couple bra sizes. You know, like, your body, as long as it's continuing to shrink, your body's doing what it needs to be doing. So, stalled on the scale, don't worry about it. As long as you're still losing inches, as long as you're still healthy, as long as you're still seeing changes, you are not stalled, and you are doing exactly what you need to be doing. 8 months. Remember that. 8 months. And counting. Because I'm really only down not even 1 pound. When I weighed myself after last month, I was down 0.4 of a pound. I've lost nothing, you guys, but inches? Holy smokes. And now I have this carnivore belly thing going on, so I don't know what that's all about.
Well, and for me, I regained 8 pounds. I don't know how that happened. I got my period. It never went away. And I lost some of that, but technically I'm still up by 2 pounds, and I've gone from a size 10 to a size 7 pant, and from a medium to a small, but my scale technically still says, hey, you're up 2 pounds. I'm 147 instead of the 145. But I'm going to tell you a secret. I'm still 145. I don't care what the scale says. I'm 145.
I don't care what the scale says either, so much so that I actually run a no-scale challenge group that I've talked a whole bunch of people into doing for a second month with me. I did this back in January, and it was really successful, so I decided, that I would do it again for June, because everybody's trying to get their bikini bodies ready.
Yes.
And I just gave the beach the bikini body. I've had a couple of people look at me and go, wow, good for you. And I'm thinking, wow, good for me what? I put a bikini on my body. I know it's not perfect. I know there's still a lot of me going into this bikini, but I don't need a good for you, because I don't know whether to interpret that as good for you, wow, look, you've lost all this weight and you can look good in a bikini, or it's good for you for being so...
No, I think they mean that, because I had somebody post, she's like, so I went out of my bikini, and somebody walked up to me and went, wow, are you ever brave? And she's like, wow, am I ever insulted by you right now? I suggest you exit from me quickly. Like, smile, nod, run, little girl. Wow, you're so brave.
Well, just to say, guys, if any of you are struggling with the scale, KWJ No Scale Challenge Group, I run that. We have people that are breaking their scale addiction every single day in that group. And we run a string challenge at the same time so that you can measure yourself and see the changes. And it's just a lot of fun, and it really does help you solidify the fact that the scale really does mean nothing. Nothing, nothing, nothing.
And
I have changed so much since October. So much since October.
I just want to quickly read for you guys. This was a response from last month's No Scale Challenge. And this was a post on Instagram. Okay, sorry it's late, but the results of my No Scale String Challenge and my Accountability Challenge are finally in, and you're not going to believe the results. First, I want to thank Wende and Dori for inspiring me with these challenges. Some of you know my struggles. Did I gain? Did I lose? Am I the same? Well, let me tell you, this has been, since the start, June 1st, my weight was 166.4. Now, a month later, I'm 166.8. But wait, here's the amazing part. I've lost 7 inches off my body. I wrote down every week my measurements, and you can see from the side-by-sides I've trimmed down. If I only went by the scale, wow, would I be frustrated. It goes to prove the scale is nothing more than your gravitational pull on the earth, and I feel like I've broken the chain between myself and the scale. If you are struggling with those numbers, I highly recommend you put away the scale this month, measure yourself, however, choose a string, and do it the way that you want. always do those measurements every Friday, and I bet by the end of the month, you're going to see the results. I will too.
And she is awesome. And I just made her a moderator in my no scale group because she's so awesome. That post is exactly what I want to hear at the end of 30 days.
Yes.
And it works every time. If you really want to give up that scale, that challenge works every single time without fail. And part of it's because I'm leading the group and I kick your ass. I don't let you get away with it. And the fact is that you have a group to go into and say, oh my God, the scale is like wanting to jump out of the cupboard at me and I can't help myself. No. Let's talk you down off the ledge. You've got a place to come and talk.
Hide it.
You've got a place to come and talk about how difficult it is, because you know what? It's an addiction, like smoking, like drugs, like alcohol, like food. It's an addiction. You're breaking habits, you're breaking addictions, you're creating new neural pathways. And when you get to the end of the month, it's really amazing. The first month that I did the No Scale Challenge back in January, I put on 2.1 pounds, but I dropped 5 3/4 inches. We all watched me go like this on camera. I watched myself shrinking every day on camera going, wow, this is really awesome. And then I stepped on the scale and it was up 2 pounds. And I was like, wait a second. Like, it messed up my head really bad. Yes. And that was when I realized the real beauty of the challenge that we had just done was it messed up my head. And then I got it into perspective and realized it didn't matter. I watched myself get smaller. That's what matters, you guys.
Yes.
That's the part that matters.
Yes.
Take those pictures of yourself. Because, we started off talking about mirrors. I want to talk about a different mirror.
Yes.
You need to put yourself in the mirror. You need to take those pictures. It is not narcissistic, okay, guys? So this is not a, ooh, look at me moment. This is a, oh, look at me moment.
Yes.
Do you get the difference? You do side-by-sides all the way along. Do you know what? I didn't realize I was actually making changes until the first month. And I took a picture of myself from January. I took a picture of myself in March. And I put them side by side. And all of a sudden, I saw the huge change in my face. And I was like, wow, this is actually working. And then as it went along, I started taking more pictures because you know what? When you look at yourself and you take a picture and you go, wow, I look really good. Do you know what you're doing? You're loving yourself. It's not narcissistic if you keep it in perspective. You're loving yourself. You're looking at yourself and going, wow, I don't look so bad. Wow, look, I'm losing my double chin. Wow, I've got some curves again. And you can't see that looking in the mirror all the time, you guys. No. So you've got to do those side by side. You've got to do those measurements. And you've got to throw that freaking scale away.
And the reason why Wendy says gotta is because you know what? Otherwise, you're going to wake up one day as a 150-pound woman who still feels like she's 200 pounds and still walks into the plus size section every time she goes to a store. I'm still surprised by my reflection every time I see it in a store window. When I see myself, I'm like, wow, that doesn't look like me.
No, and I'll be really honest with you guys. I was losing weight so fast in the beginning, that I hit a point where when I saw myself in the mirror, I saw myself in a reflection, it freaked me out. It freaked me, really, really, really freaked me out. I didn't recognize myself. I literally made myself stop losing weight for a bit, and then I stopped because I couldn't. After it took a week or so and got my head right, I was like, okay, let's start this again. No, that didn't work so well. So don't do that. So the pictures.
Maybe next Monday, let's talk.
And lots of pictures, guys.
Maybe next Monday, let's talk about some of those self-sabotage reflexes and how to challenge those. Because we all get in those spots. Oh, no, I've lost enough weight. I better brakes, and you self-sabotage. So let's close out on that, and let's talk about that next Monday. Do you have anything else coming up in the next couple of days that we need to watch for?
No, I'm still processing what happened to me last week, and I don't have a whole lot on the go. I am currently working on some behind-the-scenes things that will come out from my group and out on my public page. Other than that, I've been laying still fairly low, and I think that trend is going to continue for the next short little while.
Nice. So we'll see everybody for exercise in the morning, and it'll be a lot of fun. There were some really attractive poses, just saying. So.
Yeah, but I feel better. And Jalutric says, I had to return a dress the other day. I bought one way too large. That happens. If you don't try them on in the store, you have no idea what size you are anymore. Sizing is a mess, so, you gotta try stuff on.
I've even tried it on, thought it was the right size, brought it home, saw myself on video, and went, wow, that's already too big for me. That looks ridiculous.
Yeah. Sherry says, I'm now going into Mrs. Close section. Stop and stare at all the choices, and they're in pants and close-in shirts. And you know what? There's a problem with that. I know we got to close out, but can I just say one more time, because this is my newest pet peeve, is that we should not be shrinking out of women's clothing stores into the Mrs. section. Can I say that? As a 49-year-old woman, I don't want to be dressing in teenage clothes. And I know Dori doesn't.
Well, sometimes I kind of like it, and sometimes I don't. But yeah, I'm not loving that I can no longer shop in the regular ladies sizes, and I'm stuck to the Mrs. stores. I'm stuck to preteen girls selection and colors and styles. My biggest complaint is everything is low rise and mid rise, and I do not have a riff for that.
And on that happy note, we love you guys. Like, follow, share. If you like what you're seeing, we really appreciate you. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Mwah.
Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.